I doused this wiener in sunscreen because I wanted to see if the sunscreen would protect the wiener.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
The Morning Stream. This car smells weird.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream. My speakers are on for some reason. Now they're not. I've turned them off now.
Turn off them speakers.
Stupid speakers. Welcome to the show. It is Monday, January 19th, MLK Day. I'm Scott, and that's Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hello. Happy MLK Day to you. And if you're in Tennessee, happy Dolly Parton Day.
Yeah. Go to Dollywood's, ride a roller coaster, whatever.
Have a corn dog on a stick. I'm sure they sell those somewhere at Dollywood.
Oh, they have to, right?
Or a couple cupcakes or something. I don't know what they sell there.
I don't know what
I've been there, but
how are the rides? I hear it's real good.
The rides were actually decent. Yeah. I had to ride some of them solo because when we went there, so this was great. This was a trip while Tina was pregnant, but she wanted to go where I had to visit a bunch of different newspapers all in that area. So the Nashville Tennessean, the Nashville Banner, something in Kentucky. Which one was it? Anyway, just a bunch of newspapers all in that area. And we're like, well, let's, we'll do a little vacation around it. I'll do the newspaper trips, but then we'll have 2 days here or a day here where it's all our, just us. And we decided, well, let's go to Dollywood. And then Tina got pregnant. And then she said, all right, I'll do the log flume. I'll do the smaller rides, but I'm not doing the roller coaster. And so I did a couple of rides by myself because of that.
Nice. I saw a ranking the other day, and that put him at like number 3 or 4 in the country. It's pretty high.
Really? Like Dollywood as far as amusement parks?
Yeah, surprised me.
That's insane. That blows my mind. With things like Cedar Point and Six Flags over
I think Cedar Point,
Magic Mountain.
I think Cedar Point was no, it wasn't Cedar Point. Well, something like that was number 1. I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember number 2, and it may have been 3 or 4, but it was pretty high. And it claimed that there's. My guess is that means there's just been a ton of stuff in the last 20 years been added.
I guess so.
Tweaked. Or
even to not have a Disney, a Disney or Universal Studios be up in the top 2 or 3 kind of surprises me.
I'm trying to find out my history, but I can't see where I found this.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Is the and what's it based on? Is it based on like?
Let's see. It was something like customer satisfaction or something like that. Oh, here we go. No, this isn't the one I looked at. This is just rides. I can't find it. Best theme parks, roller coasters. I can't find the link, but anyway. Oh, full list of winners, best theme park. Let's see. Is this it?
Oh, maybe.
Here we go. Okay. Is this current, though? Okay. As of April last year, here's their list.
All right.
Number 10, Kings Island.
Oh, never been to Kings Island, but that.
Here it's like a lot of water stuff.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of that. Number 9, Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana.
Really?
Yep. Okay. Yep. They really like Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's owned by the Hershey people.
Sure.
The mascots are, in fact, I have a picture here.
Are like kisses, aren't they? Oh yeah,
it's
a bar and a peanut butter cup. I love it.
Yeah. I don't want to be the peanut butter cup. It looks stupid.
Kind of does.
I don't like it. Let's see. There is number 7, Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, Virginia. It's number 6. I had it a little too high. Dollywood, number 6.
Okay, that's still surprises me.
It's not bad. Great. Yeah. Good 5 was Kennywood in West Murphin, Pennsylvania. I don't know what Kennywood is.
Kennywood. Okay.
Number 4, Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Number 3, SeaWorld, Orlando. Got real high on this list. Number 2, Nobels with a K. That's in
Knobells.
Yeah. Also in Pennsylvania. So I don't know what's going on in Pennsylvania.
I have never even heard of that.
And then number 1, they have Silver Dollar City.
Okay.
No Disney parks on here.
I was going to say, there must have been a rule about including Disney. Like,
Disney or Universal or any of that.
Or Universal, yeah, exactly.
Too big,
maybe the top 10 privately owned or something.
Maybe that's
amusement parks.
Yeah, but I don't know. It got me real curious about Dollywood these days.
No kidding.
Must be doing all right. All right, let us get to some stuff here. We have been pretty much in and out of the hospital with Kim's mom all week. That's what we did with our weekend. And something happened there that I thought of you, Brian. We were we were sitting around kind of trying to, get her to talk. Doctors are encouraging us to just constantly be talking to her and, showing her things she likes and bringing up stuff she loves, trying to get her to respond and talk and all that.
Yeah.
Stroke was pretty severe, but not so severe that she can't understand us. There's a little bit. Is she doing
any sort of indication, like things that she likes or things that she doesn't like?
Kind of like once in a while she'll kind of brighten up and then kind of open her eyes sometimes, but rarely. And I don't know. There's kind of a weird sense. If you know her, if anyone knows my mother-in-law, if she can't function normally, I don't think she would never want to be in this state ever.
Sure.
Like she would have rather this been so massive that it just took her out. That's how she would feel about it. Mm-hmm.
I'm like that too.
I'm kind of like that too. I don't want to be in it's not a vegetative state, but I don't want to be in this kind of state for the rest of your life.
Right.
So it's just sensing we're not getting a lot of motivation out of her. So that's what the doctors are like, we need to determine her level of motivation. That happens because you guys are in here talking and we'll get to sort of measure her motivation based on her responses. So some of that's going okay. Some of it's not going okay. But one of the things that she wasn't doing the other day, she was not drinking her water. And I had it in my head, well, it's probably because this water is as thick as frickin' hair gel from the 80s.
Oh, God.
You would have hated this stuff. It was like a whole 12-ounce, one of them hospital cups with a straw in it.
Yeah, yeah.
And in there is this viscous, thick as gel. It was like thick as gel, no doubt.
Was it blizzard level? Like, could you have turned the cup upside down and nothing would have come out of it kind of thing?
It sure felt like it. I didn't tip it to see, but all I know is when we would tip it toward her and give her the straw, it would kind of slowly go, it took longer to lean and pour than it did for us to turn it.
Thicker than like your Mrs. Butterworth's, your maple syrup.
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Way thicker than that. And this is supposed to be just water. It's not like a juice or or whatever. And so I even told her that joke that you sent me in that text. Trying to get a rise out of her. So I go, hey, my friend Brian just said, if it doesn't have milk in the front and shake in the back, no thanks or no deal or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And she kind of did this little smile.
Okay,
thing.
All right.
So good job, Brian. You stimulated my mother-in-law.
Yeah. Tough crowd. Is this thing on?
It really does feel like that. Is that a Seinfeld episode where his friend was in the ICU and he had to go do stand-up in front of him? And then
I forgot.
I think he may have laughed too hard. He ended up dying or going to a coma or something. Anyway,
I can't remember. Oh.
Anyway, hospitals suck. I didn't enjoy any of that. But
no,
it is what it is. They're going there again today. They got to make some decisions because she's in she's no longer in the ICU part of the neurological center. It's now like another floor where it's less, emergency care and,
right,
and
like
more
almost what do they call that? Like inpatient rooms, basically.
Kind of like that. And it's kind of just, and it represents a stage where her dad needs to make some decisions, and then the kids all need to come together and talk about it. Like if she's not going to, she has a DNR, so if it is inevitable that she'll probably have another one. That's the kind of disease this is, and that it's just a matter of time. And so they have to just make some decisions about, what are we going to do if that happens or whatever.
Sure.
But the stroke was serious enough that it's such a mixed bag because she can sometimes, when she seems motivated, she'll get up and walk around and move with help. People are making sure she's not falling or anything. So she seems to have pretty good motor skills, but then there are times where we just can't even get her to move. So it's kind of all over the place. Anyway, lots of fun, good times. We'll see how that goes. And then my mom's funeral is this Saturday, so getting some closure there, which will be good. And a bunch of family in town, so that's fun.
And maybe the last time you have to deal with John.
Yeah, I haven't. let's just say that thought's been in my head quite a bit.
I'm sure. It's like a big, huge dark cloud, but a tiny little silver lining.
Yeah, a little silver lining on there. Yeah. I actually am really looking forward to just saying, all right, we did
It's been fun.
Yeah. 20 years of that guy. We're done. Bye.
Yeah. Jeez.
We don't have to do that anymore. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Both Brian and I saw The Bone Temple.
Yes, we did.
Not together. That would have been fun.
No,
but,
that would have been fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to just the theater here. You went to one there. You went to Alamo, I assume.
Went to Alamo. Boy, big difference. Like they haven't instituted the, use your phones throughout the movie setup yet. I think that starts in February, but the wait staff usually says, hey, I can either take your order, I can, you can use the QR code. And we're like, oh no, we'd much rather, work with you than do the app. He's like, oh, cool. No, this time they didn't even give the option. It was like, they came up, took your order, didn't even say anything about the QR code. It was like, it was the way it used to be before the QR codes, and just was like all server interaction. The guy was super friendly. You
think that's just trying to soften everybody up or something, or
maybe it's also a let's treat him. Let's really give him a good experience before shit gets bad.
I wonder with all the backlash if they maybe would have turned course.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's Sony, so Sony tends to dig in their heels.
Oh yeah,
and ride shit all the way to the end, and the bitter Betamax end.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there. They still could change course, but I doubt they will.
They could.
But that movie's good, and if you listen, if you saw 28 years later and you liked it, this audience, then you're gonna really like this. I think.
Yeah, I liked this more than 28 years later. I love the introduction of Ray Fiennes' character, but I love who he is in this.
Oh, he's so good.
Bone Temple.
He's the star of this thing. Really. I mean, at the end of the day, I think he's the star of this thing. I mean, obviously, what's his name's chewing up scenery like a psycho, but
yeah,
he's Sir great John, too. Gosh, he's sure Jimmy Crisco or whatever his name is.
Crystal.
That accent always sounds like they're saying Crisco.
Cristo.
Yeah, it's rad, and it's also, but I guess I'd say if you didn't like where they were headed artistically with the first one of this new trilogy, you might want to avoid it because. It is all in on that, and it's weird and different, but that's what I like about it. It's very different. This isn't just like the first two movies were very much about outbreak and containment and immediate aftermath and more traditional kind of oh no, everyone's a zombie or rage virus victim or whatever. This is different than that.
This is like, how do you maintain? How do you live in a world where a majority of the people around we're too young to remember the before times.
Yeah.
And have just kind of adopted this life.
And it's very effective at doing that, I think.
It really is.
So,
yeah.
Big thumbs up from me. Big severed thumbs up from me.
It makes me really excited for part 3. Like there's some stuff that you get in this one that it's like, all right, do what you're going to do with part 3. I'm all in.
Yeah. Stuff at the end. You're like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Anyway, more on that as we see them, I suppose.
Yes.
Now we go from Bone Temple to Bone Brian.
I was wondering how you were going to finish that sentence.
Yeah, I mean nobody wants to bone Brian Dunaway. Well, maybe somebody does. Maybe somebody does.
I'd say,
someone
figure
in his
out a way out of this quick, Scott.
Somebody in Brian's life loves him that much that they want to throw him a bone. There you go. I made it.
There we go.
It all worked
sure.
out.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Hey, look what it is. It's old Brian Dunaway joining us for a little bit of the old, what are we doing today? Half-asses. What's going on?
Half-asses.
The old how do you do? Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi, how are you? What's going on?
A little bit of the old how's your father? Yeah.
How's your father?
I know you spent a bunch of time at the local school, the high school, doing photo work. How was that? How'd that go?
I shared that. That was fun. Yeah, so Audra does the photography, and I'm tech support. So we set up some nice little backdrops, several different styles, and just gave her the opportunity to make really good pictures. And so she's the talent, I'm the tech guy. That's what I like to do.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's when you get to support like that, right? Like, yeah.
That's great.
What do you think about our high school there, Scott? You like our fancy gym, do you?
It actually looked nice.
A lot of money.
It looked all right.
We spent a lot of money.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell you guys are sports, centric. The South is known for that. But
come take a look at my my taxes, my city taxes for '96. You'll see why we
paid for that nice gym.
Such a nice gym and school facilities. But yeah, people love to move here and to go to our schools because they're pretty good.
Did you go to that school, or is this a different?
Absolutely.
Oh, you did?
No, I went to this since the second grade. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Weird, man. So do you go like your old locker and do stuff like that? I always do that when I.
Oh no! So they actually moved the high school. So our old high school is kind of just where they just have an old high school now that is nothing but the football facility and track, and they've refurbished and everything. But my high school doesn't really exist.
Oh, gotcha. But this would have been yours if you were jump back all those years, and if all things being equal today, this would have been the actual building you were in. Because this is
right. Yeah. So we go to the football games. I'm like, oh, cool. This is where I went to school at. And but it looks a lot different now.
They did the same to mine. Mine is torn down and rebuilt. And so if I go there now, it's like a whole new, I don't recognize it. They literally leveled
location?
It. Yeah, same exact thing. They leveled it and then built on top of it. Totally different kind of building. Like it's nothing like the school that we had. But right before it happened, I did get a chance to go in there and like find my locker and kind of work around. Yeah,
mine's still around. I'd be curious about going in and seeing the setup of mine. They've changed mascots 2 times since I left. When I went there, the mascot
was one of the Ibbits.
The mascot was the Redskins. And
okay.
Shortly after I left, they changed it to the Reds.
Yeah.
Which it was different, problematic.
I'm going to say that it sounds even worse.
Yep. And then last couple of years, they changed it to the Bulldogs.
Oh, all right. Yeah. I like a bulldog. Does the bulldog have a name? Like a wolf character name? Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, don't know. I'm sure it does, right?
I don't know ours either. Ours was a Bengal tiger, but I don't know his name.
Yeah, kind of like who has Ugga. Somebody has Ugga the bulldog.
Ugga's great.
Ugga,
that's a great name.
Yeah, bulldogs. We had. Didn't we do that on
University
the show?
of Georgia? That would be right. UGA Ugga, I think.
Oh, I think that's it.
Oh, that makes sense.
The running bulldogs or whatever they call themselves.
Yeah.
So it's funny because I think we had a list of this most popular college mascot, or maybe it was high school mascot types, and one of them, the high ones up on that list, whether it was this show or something else, but it was like bulldogs, Wildcats.
Wildcats got to be in there.
Panther.
What do you think about that? Wildcats?
Tigers
might have been big. I can't remember. Anyway, it was kind of wild to me what a short list of animals most schools pick.
It's really like they just ran out. They went for like, all right, here are the top 10 animals. No need to stray from this list. We'll just pick from the kids menu here.
It gets kind of tough to have a spirit animal once you get down to like giraffe. You don't want to be the giraffes or something weird.
Well, sure, but I mean, like remember the days of the terrapins, right? Like the fighting terrapins. Like, all right, let's go off the board.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Fighting
gophers.
The fighting gophers, sure.
Gophers fight. Yeah. They have to fight. They got holes to dig and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, good news, everybody. We're going to dig our own holes today and play a game. Brian, you want to explain this game and how it's going to work?
I will totally do that. Welcome to the Morning Half-Ass. This is a trivia game where I'm actually going to be giving you the answers. I'll give Scott and Brian a category and 6 possible answers, 3 of which are correct and 3, like giving somebody mercy, is incorrect. Depending on how confident you feel with the category, you can provide 1, 2, or 3 guesses, but if you get any of those guesses wrong, you get 0 points for that round. If they guess 1, get it right, you get a point. Get 2 right, gets you 3 points, 3 right gets you 5 points. Well, it doesn't matter, right? We're going to add all those points up at the end. That's all that matters, and see who wins.
I stopped listening. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sure you have. The player with the most points after 3 rounds wins the prize for their contestant. Your contestants are players from the Tadpool who aren't able, patrons from the Tadpool that aren't able to be here live. Scott, you're playing for Patrick Irie.
Yeah,
Irie. Brian, you're playing for Ben Schalk.
Schalk. All right. Gotcha.
That's a name you don't want to mess with, I don't think.
Nope, don't mess with it.
Yeah.
Don't mess with
That's great.
Schalk.
When you said charity, did you mean...
Oh, I'm sorry. I said mercy. I didn't mean charity.
We meant charity.
Yes.
Dude, I'll never be able to use that word again without thinking about it. Like, hey, we're giving this money to charity. So go see Bone Temple. All right.
See Bone Temple. All right. Let's get to the game here. Let's get to question number 1. Which of these are wars that are named after troublesome animals. Which of these are wars that got their name from troublesome animals? Your choices are the Reindeer War, the War of the Stray Dog, the War of the Locusts, the Pig War, the Emu War, and the Alpaca War. And I'll tell you that these are all wars, although I did look some up and I was like, all right, well, it's an alternate name for war, but where the differentiation is if the war got its name from the animal that's named in there.
Oh, so like, could this be the reindeer skirmish or something like that?
No, it would be more like you know, if it was the bull war, right? One that's not on here. If it was like, well, there wasn't really a bull involved, but the people in that country are known as the bulls or something.
I gotcha.
I
was thinking like that way, like the Reindeer Police Action, you know?
Right, right, exactly.
That's great.
The reindeer riots. Dang it.
There's a reason I put this one first. Let's just get it out of the way. You guys both selected the Pig War. The Pig War.
I want a pig war. That's what I want.
There was a pig war in 1859 between U.S. and Canada, and it did have to do with pigs.
Whoa,
so absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Did they?
Pigs are always a source of contention.
That's not when they came down and burned our White House down, is it? Is that the time that Canada did that? That was the most brave candidate, or the most brazen Canada move of all time.
1859 kind of might have been around that time. I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe.
Look that up.
Give me back my pig.
You guys also
pig. We've
selected.
already eaten it.
You guys also, so 1812 was the burning down of the White House. Okay. All right. A little bit before that.
Yeah, the War of 1812.
Yeah.
You guys also selected the Reindeer War. The Reindeer War was not.
Damn it! So it's Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck. Okay, gotcha. All right.
See, now this is one of those different. So it was Operation Rentier, a German operation during World War II intended to secure the nickel mines around Petsamo in Finland. So Reindeer War was not a war. Let's show the rest of these here.
So Santa didn't get involved. Gotcha.
The War of the Stray Dog, which was about a soldier who went across the border to chase after a stray dog.
And the Emu War.
And the Emu War.
Emus are dicks, dude. They'll want a war.
Emu War, yes. I think...
I couldn't remember between the Emu War or Alpaca War. I knew there was one that people sometimes raise that aren't the thing you usually think of. Yeah, so it's the
that's
Emu War.
a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia in late 1932. Really was a war against emus.
Dude, the term nuisance and emu should just sit in the dictionary right next to each other.
Just right, exactly.
They're super rude. They're a butthole animal.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go look up
That's
videos
funny.
of emus just picking on their owners.
I like the
That's
emu in the
funny.
commercial.
Which one?
Oh, the Emu?
Emu?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And
Right.
Doug.
And Doug.
And Doug. It's current. It's the Liberty Mutual. Emu. The first two letters of Liberty and Mutual. Limu.
Do they keep doing that at the end? Liberty. I hate how they do that. They still do that.
They don't on the Limu Emu commercials. It's like how
Emu and Doug. They do a little
exactly. It's weird
song,
how
like the 70s thing. Go ahead.
Geico did this too, where like they had 18 different marketing campaigns. They had the gecko, and then they had the cavemen, but all going on simultaneously.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
Maybe that worked. Maybe that
Progressive
was
has that too.
Maybe that was good. I don't know. I don't know if I remembered.
I like
better.
the ones with the. I like the Liberty ones. Where
I do too. The dude who can't say Liberty.
Yeah.
He keeps
Oh, yeah,
calling
those are
Liberty.
good.
Those make me laugh.
Thanks, Liberty Mutual.
I'm a simple man.
Simple needs.
Because the guy kind of looks like James Marsden too. Looks like All right, let's get to question number 2. You had your warm up. Consider this your warm up. All right. By the way, people are telling me in the chat that the emus won in the Emu War in Australia.
Because they still exist.
Yeah, color me not shocked about this.
Because those emails will kill you.
Yeah.
Question number 2. Products pitched by Don Draper on Mad Men.
Oh my gosh! I never finished watching this.
Imagine a housewife sitting in her house.
Yeah.
She's looking out the window. She's longing for something. What's she longing for? Anyway. All right. Your choices are Kodak slide projectors, Huggies diapers, London Fog raincoats, Mr. Salty pretzels, Island Pacific Airline, and Life cereal. Which 3 of these products did Don Draper actually pitch?
He likes it.
I'm being very conservative.
Yeah. Oh, you guys both went conservative. Look at you.
I only know one for positive, and everything else, it could be any of these.
Well, let's talk about that one because you both selected it. Kodak slide projectors. Yes, Don absolutely pitched Kodak slide projectors.
Yeah, I think even that thing you did, the little line earlier, was kind of from that.
He began all of them, right? It was
that's true.
This housewife is sitting in her house. She's looking outside. She's longing for something salty.
Yeah.
She wants pretzels.
Yeah. Yep. Bye, everybody. I'm going to go drink and have a bad marriage. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Let's see. Brian, you also selected Huggies diapers.
Stab in the dark. I didn't finish watching the run, so I'm sure it's totally wrong. Yeah.
It didn't happen during the part of the show that you watched. But it also didn't happen during the rest of the show. He never pitched Huggies diapers. London Fog raincoats and Life cereal. The other two.
I thought Life cereal was. I mean, it was obviously a big deal because we had Mikey. He likes it and all that.
Yeah.
So I just assumed that was a more late 70s at the.
It was a more modern thing. No, Life cereal, I guess, has been around for a while. They just did the Mikey because the sales were waning or something.
And it worked. That kid, man.
Worked.
Then they went cinnamon
he sold some cereal.
Look at him now.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Now they got the Game of Life.
Didn't that kid die by mixing Pop Rocks and Coke?
Wasn't that the thing?
Yeah,
that was the big. That was the first like big rumor I remember as a kid.
Urban Legend. It's a famous one. The other one was that. Well, I don't want to get into it, but there's one about.
You do.
What's the guy from Officer and Gentleman?
Richard Gere.
Gere and remember that?
Yeah. The stomach involving a stomach. Oh no, that was involving a gerbil or a hamster.
Oh, was it the gerbil? Oh, and the stomach was the singer.
Was Elton John or
no other old guy?
Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart. Yeah, go look those up if you're curious, everybody.
You know how stories spread? By being scandalous.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the last question here. Scott, going into this with 1 point, Brian with 0. You guys need some points on this one. Easy. Fabrics. Which of these are actual fabrics? Your choices are Chenille, Coquina, Gazar, Gingham, Tough, and Gossain.
Good Lord. Boy, you just, cotton, freaking...
Love the look, the
touch,
feel, cotton.
The feel.
That's it, the touch.
Of Gazar.
Exactly.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue.
No. You wear that in the Savage Land,
That's
clearly.
Right. I really don't know. Some of these sound like brands.
They do.
Open Gingham Style.
Gingham Style.
I'm doing one. I don't know.
All right. Let's see what you guys selected. All right, Scott did 1, Brian did 3. Neither of you overlapped. Let's get to the easy one because if you've seen any episodes of the British Bake Off, you know that the second challenge, the technical challenge, is when they have basically have to make something that either Paul Hollywood or Prue or somebody has given the assignment, and it's always buried under a gingham blanket.
I felt pretty positive about the gingham, but I wasn't.
Yeah. Gingham is like, when you see that red and white kind of checkered fabric, like a picnic fabric.
Oh,
right.
That's
or a
gingham
tablecloth. That's gingham.
Oh,
yep.
All right. So I've seen some fancy sweaters.
You've absolutely seen some gingham. So Brian picked that one. He gets a point.
Nice.
Let's go to the one Scott picked.
Oh.
Coquina.
Yep.
Doing to go snort some coquina.
Is it coquina or coquina?
Coquina, I think. Right?
I think coquina, but it doesn't matter because it's a geological term.
Shit!
As are the other two Brian selected, Tough and Gossain. Meaning Scott wins with a single point.
Single pointer.
I can't believe neither of you know Chenille, the fabric Chenille. Very like it's a thin, soft fabric.
See, I thought that was a brand for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I thought that was one of the lyrics in the opening of Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley, yeah. Chenille, Shlamazio, Monkey Beeky Bow.
Gazar.
Yeah.
Wait, what was the other word? Gingham? Gazar is one?
Gazar. Yeah, Gazar is like a fabric used in wedding dresses. It's like a transparent, like a semi-transparent fabric that you kind of mold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, it's difficult to sew, but you use it for like molding, and then you kind of pin it in places to like
I love
create
the fact
swooping.
that I don't know if you researched this because you had the question.
I did this morning.
Okay.
All right.
That's too bad. I was hoping you had like wedding magazines just laying around the office. Just
Chenille and Gingham I didn't have to look up, but I didn't know what Gazar was. I'm like, what is that?
Here's how here's how you pronounce it.
Gazar.
I like how he says it.
Gazar.
Sexy, though.
That guy's into it.
Gazar.
Would you like some?
I like. It's also how it's like somebody from the 60s pronouncing it because of the hiss.
The Gazar.
Yeah.
It's a bad microphone. Here's a real guy.
Gazar.
Hey, what's your favorite part of your wife's dress?
Gazar.
Okay, go to bed.
Gazar.
Get out of here.
Well, he sounds southern as crap.
Well, that
How do
means
you
I've won by
mispronounce the Tarzan dude from the Savage Land? Gazar.
How long has it been since we had a 1.1 at all thing? It's been a bit.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Usually you guys walk out of here with 2 or 3 points for the winner, but no, a single point won you. It was just that second one, Scott. It was Kodak slide projectors won it for you.
That's right.
You play conserve and it paid off.
Damn straight.
Yes, and because of that, Patrick Irie is walking away with some games. He's getting a copy of Lego Lord of the Rings and Lego The Hobbit. Both will take you about 47 hours to finish because they're based on the Peter Jackson versions.
Oh, they're the extended cuts.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, and if you win these games, you do have to complete them and report back.
Yeah,
you do, exactly. But Ben Schalk, you are getting a copy of Tropico 5 Complete Collection. That's huge.
Oh, 5's awesome.
Yeah.
5 might be the peak of the series.
Win, you don't have to play to completion.
I may have said this about 4 already, but I think 5 actually is the peak of the series. 6 is good, but I think 5 was like the best.
I haven't played 5 yet.
I've never played a Tropico game. What?
They're great. So Tropico is basically city builder.
Oh,
but instead of just building a city like SimCity, you're building
you build it on rock and roll.
No, you're building you're basically playing like a. Who's the guy that ran Cuba forever? Who's that guy?
Jimmy Buffett.
No. Yeah. No, the government. Fidel Castro. You basically make a Castro-like Cuban island government type thing.
Oh, really? Okay, so more like a government build a city. Okay.
Yeah, and you try to decide how good to your people you are or how awful you're going to be, what kind of tyrant you're going to be. You make shitty deals. You have
to grow cigar tobacco is great.
Absolutely. You make your dude. You can do cigars, the sunglasses, the whole like military get up.
Cool.
Cool. Tropico series is great. It's very good.
If
you like city builders, it's just a fun twist. But really, at the end of the day, it's still kind of like, well, we need water to these houses, and we need these guys to have this. Yeah, it's just that you're under the auspices of you've got no money. The world thinks you're a tyrant. Everyone's cut off trade, so you kind of have to wing it. But there's also a mode where you can just like cheat add a big cheat and just do whatever you want. So anyway, those games are great. He's going to enjoy the hell out of it. So congratulations, both Patrick and Ben. Yeah. You'll see those in your Discord. Patreon PMs. That'll happen today. So watch for those right after the show, and you can go play those pretty much immediately.
Congratulations.
Brian Dunaway, having you here is more than a treat. It's a pleasure.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Yeah. Anything going on in your world you want to mention before we go?
Oh, man. My Granny had her knee replacement surgery, so we've been in and out dealing with all the extra stuff, and it's been good seeing Granny more. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Always see more Granny. You need good knees when you're a Granny.
Yeah, she's getting better.
Good. That's good. That's good news. I'm tired of hospitals where everything's going to shit. That would be great.
Yeah,
that's all I have in my life. So that's great. Well done. We'll see you again Wednesday, and then we'll do a Play Retro that day too.
Yeah.
Between now and then. Kiss our butts. All right. He's out of here.
Cool.
All right, you guys. You're all still here. That means you're going to get this.
And now welcome Stephen to the show. He's a huge freaking nerd.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Hey, look who's joining us all the way from Hayes, Kansas. It's the headquarters of Major Spoilers. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian.
Hey, man.
Hello.
How's things? How's life?
I looked outside this morning and said, nope, I'm going to just close it.
Yeah.
How much snow did you get?
We haven't gotten any snow, actually.
Oh, okay. All right.
We had some big, heavy winds last week.
So did
what
we.
is it? What's the one right on the other side of Kansas border in Colorado?
Oh,
they had 78. It's a town. It's like first gas station. They had 78 mile per hour winds.
Oh, geez.
Goodland
really?
had 75 mile per hour winds. We maxed out at 65.
Oh,
We had 45 or 50 mile an hour winds here, and it was, they did the rolling blackout stuff again, but fortunately it didn't affect us. It was a little bit further north for us.
things were quiet here, but we had horrible air because we had the inversion happen, and
sure,
it was gross. It cleared out a little bit yesterday, but don't worry. By June, all you people coming to Nerdtacular, by June, none of that's here. There's no inversion.
When it's hot.
Oh, not even
And
June
all the pollution is coming out.
June is nice. It's nice and cool, and it's still spring-like, especially nowadays. Everything's pushed or something. I don't know what's going on with our weather system, but it feels like March used
Seasonal
to be...
drift.
Yeah, seasonal drift. There it is. Is that a word? Is that a thing?
Is that really?
I don't know. Somebody told me that like 20 years ago, and it's always stuck in my mind. It's like, why? It used to snow in December, and now it snows in January. And it's like, it's because the seasons are drifting.
Because it drifts.
Yeah. That
I
actually
like it.
there may be something to that. I don't know what the real word is.
I got
but
no
it's something
problem with
like
that. It's a great little phrase.
Well, let's get. I look forward to it. Anyway, hey Stephen, let's get to it today. We've got a couple of things now. First off, that we wanted to talk about is this. I know you're a super fan. I am too.
Yeah.
I know this is tenuous water that we're stepping in. But as massive fans of the Rockford Files. Remember, we used to even play it here.
I know. We used to do the Rockford Files moment or whatever it was.
Whatever the heck it was, yeah.
Give you some trivia.
And
That's right.
And I've watched through it
that.
like, I don't know, probably 5 times in my
Have
life.
you really?
I don't know.
Yeah, more than that for me.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's one of those things that if you're in, you are all in on the Rockford Files. It is an all-time series for some people. And then if you're not, it's just not. But here's the news. We're getting a reboot. And I wonder what a mega fan like Stephen Schleicher makes of that. Because, the natural inclination on today's internet is to poo-poo everything that's happening.
I know, right?
Of course.
Here's my take. And I wrote about this over on our Substack, majorspoilers.substack.com last week. And this is all up to NBC to succeed or fail. It's their IP. I don't really have a say in it. And that's kind of, I know people get really wrapped up in the fandom and saying, oh, we have the owner, the fans are the owners of this, but they're really not. And we'll talk maybe about another incident here in a little bit. Mm-hmm. But first of all, it's not a complete reboot. NBC has given a green light for a pilot for a reboot. Means, hey, why don't you guys make one episode? Sure. Why don't you make a pilot? If it's good enough, maybe we'll go to series.
Mm-hmm.
So keep in mind, this now is the 3rd time that NBC has tried to reboot.
Oh, really?
The Rockford Files. The first time was like 15 years ago with Universal Pictures. They were going to make it a TV show. Then they decided to, well, maybe we can make this a movie with Vince Vaughn. And that fell through. And then like 6 or 7 years ago, they had Dermot Mulroney was
Dermot McRolney.
To play Jim Rockford in a reboot.
I could kind of see that, by the way, at his age. At that time, that seems okay to me.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that Vince Vaughn was considered, because I feel like Bad Monkey.
Yes.
You guys obviously are bigger fans of Rockford Files, but it feels like it feels like the Rockford Files a little bit.
It does, and of course that's based on its own series of books.
Yeah,
and
Hayas and
the funny thing is, depending on which way we go in on this. There's a lot of actors that I would pick to play Rockford, and they've all already played detectives that are riffing on the Rockford Files.
they've all done Rockford likes.
Yeah.
Yes, they have, and you mentioned right here with Bad Monkey. That's a perfect example of why Vince Vaughn should have been cast. Now so Rockford Files ran from 1974 to 1980, and when it launched, James Garner was 46 years old. Vince Vaughn is 55, so he's a little bit aged out, but maybe not much, of playing the same age as Garner did in the Rockford Files. Mulroney, I think, though, is maybe a little bit too old. He looks too old
at this stage. Yeah, he'd be better as his dad or something.
As a kid, I felt like
no, they always look so old.
They always look so old. Like
bright lights create really show off those wrinkles. Really they had to have a lot of lights to get a good picture back.
But in reality, he was like what 42 or 46, kind of an average age guy. He had he just dressed and looked the old
He
guy
just
thing.
had like the chiseled jaw and the scruff and everything.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
James Garner is a really good looking guy. You know, and I think he was a big star before that show launched.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
You know,
before
with all of
this,
his-
you had
the Have Gun Will
Greatest Scope, Maverick, all of that.
But then there was
movies.
Paladin was him too, wasn't it?
different dude.
Different dude.
Different
Okay.
dude, I think. I can't remember who though. But he was also in a few movies. He was great in that Escape
Great
from
Escape.
Alcatraz deal. Alcatraz or no, Great Escape. That's right.
Great Escape, yeah. And he also did a bunch of racing movies. He was a big race car driver. So you know he was super well known before the Rockford Files came about.
He's so damn charming though. It's really hard to dupe
is.
this. This is a hard one to cast.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. What is your reaction, Scott, when you heard the reboot news?
Well, part of me was like, sweet, here's the perfect world, and this is where people go wrong, I think. We can have both of these things, and it's okay. You know, like, even if this turns out to be a bad idea or is misplaced, I remember that, like, the Knight Rider reboot was pretty bad, but I remember at the time going, okay, well, I still have the original, which is cheesy and kind of bad anyway. Like,
It doesn't take that away from you.
no, you don't lose what you love. So that's number one. Going into this, I'm optimistic because I think that we now live in a time where writing and stylistic choices are more readily approved by studios because of the competitive streaming market we're in. And I think there's a better chance now of getting it right than it was in, say, the mid 2010s.
20s. Yeah.
As far as who I would pick, that's hard.
Yeah. I've got a couple of them. First of all, I think that there's less than 50% chance that this goes to a series.
Oh, wow. That's low.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard for. I mean, it could be 48%. That's less than 50%.
That's not bad.
But I don't know. I think that it's going to be really hard because that actor is very important to play. So I've got a short list of 3 people. Here's 2 people. Let me give you my runners up first because here are 2 people that I don't think would make it. Vince Vaughn, obviously, because he's doing Bad Monkey and he's doing a great job of that. Also, that's his Rockford Files right there.
Kind of, yeah.
John Hamm is another one you guys were just talking about.
Oh, shit.
John Hamm would be
he's
really
got
good.
The jaw. Yeah.
He does. And if you want to see John Hamm do detective, he's actually played Fletch a couple of years ago in a movie called Confess Fletch, which is
was
fantastic.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
More like the book, right? It was a more...
Yeah, it's a sequel. Yeah. So there's a whole series of Fletch books. Confess Fletch, I think, was the 3rd book in the series, and that's John Hamm playing Fletch there. So did a really great job for that. So he could easily do that.
So people keep saying Paul Rudd in the chat. Paul Rudd's got a good...
He's my number
actor.
2.
He's your number 2.
He's my number 2.
I don't think he's... not that John Hamm's beefy, but John Hamm's got the stature that I associate with James Garner. And I'm not sure that's maybe that important, but to me, it seems like you need to be kind of a big guy living in that shit trailer. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, first of all, Paul Rudd is very approachable. He's very unthreatening. He brings credibility to the role. He's got the warmth that James Garner brings to the role. The drawback is that the writing could become too cute to play up to Rudd's comedy. Now, he just played a detective in Only Murders in the Building. Well, he wasn't really a detective, but he was playing the role of a detective in a play on that.
Right.
But he's done he's come back from television. So he's done the big movies and he's done television. I think he's open. And of course, it used to be a bad thing for a movie actor to go to television. But I think that today most actors are like, hey, television is great. And with the prestige of the Rockford Files, I think you're probably able to bring some people in for that. So Paul Rudd is my number 2. When the news first broke 2 weeks ago about this, everyone was like, Stephen, what do you think of my number 3, Chris Pine, as Jim Rockford?
Not bad. You can kind of kind of fake how short you can cover for how short he is. He's a little tiny guy.
Yeah. Now his dad, you guys know who his dad is?
Yeah, he's the dude. He was Chip's the head of the department. Chip's
so
guy.
he's been around.
Oh, that's right.
Robert Pine. Yeah. He's been around the television sets when he was growing up, so he might have some fondness for going there. He's got the charm and the charisma to pull off a James Garner role. But my big drawback is Chris Pine is way too attractive.
He's too handsome.
He is way too attractive.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, he has played a detective recently, or semi-detective, in a movie that I think myself and 2 other people have seen called The Pool Man.
Heard it was good.
Where he's basically a cross between the Dude and Jake Gittes. He's living in a trailer. He's a pool man for this hotel, and he gets wrapped up in this mystery that is basically a Chinatown water rights mystery. And he wrote it, and I don't know if he directed it himself, but he definitely wrote it and produced it and starred in it. So he can pull off that. He can pull off a down on his luck detective if he wanted to.
Yeah,
but he's still too good looking.
Yeah, it would work. The other thing we haven't considered is, what if they decide to, flip genders? And I actually think there's a whole bunch of people I would go with.
I think that would be you would have less than 10% of the going series if they did.
Trust me, in today's climate,
I mean, they've already done that with.
You'd burn it down. It would be bad.
They already did it with. No, not Matt. Well, Columbo, the Columbo reboot.
Columbo, but also what's the one with Kathy Bates? That.
Yeah.
That's Matlock, right?
But I'm thinking of the NBC Peacock Plus original with Tasha Leone.
Oh, gotcha. Poker Face.
Poker Face. Yeah.
Oh,
that one went only 2 seasons. That only went 2 seasons.
That was a Columbo
adaptation of. I don't know. It was a Columbo deal.
It is inspired by Columbo in that you know who done it, and she has to draw it out.
Gotcha.
Hey, I've got one more thing I want to ask you.
I love her.
What about the cockroaches?
Yeah, that show was beloved too, and it still got canned after 2 seasons.
Yeah. My number one pick, and this one's going to be really hard because I think he is way up in the movie stardom right now, and I don't think he would do television. But Ryan Gosling.
Oh. He'd be good. Schleppy. Yeah. He's kind of living in that shit thing.
He can do comedy.
With his dad. Yeah,
he can do drama. He can do action adventure, romance. He sings, he dances, and he already basically played Rockford in 2016's The Nice Guys.
Yeah,
sure.
If you look, I was just watching it again the other night. Gun in the Cookie Jar. The ad that he has in the Yellow Pages is a direct ripoff of the Rockford Files ad.
What's the name of the movie he's got coming out this year?
Hail Mary.
That's it. I'm so excited about that.
It's a fantastic book. I would encourage everybody to read it.
That's the Martian guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Andy Weir.
Andy Weir
used to be a programmer on Warcraft. Warcraft 2.
Warcraft,
Kind of
so that's my short list of people that I would pick to play Jim Rockford.
And the TV thing, TV's the new promised land for movie actors, for A-list actors. It's like, come do your thing on TV and have a much longer lasting property and paycheck coming in if it's good.
I think the thing that is probably the most. So I don't really think that the Rockford Files is going to play on this nostalgia of fans like me, because we've already got all the DVD collections. We've already ripped them onto our Plex. We've got everything.
There are places streaming it too. It's not.
Yeah. So I don't think that you're going to be attracting the olds or the super olds fans of this. You might be attracting people who are older, who watch TV all day. So you need to think of some actor that would attract, our age of people and up. But really, this is an opportunity for NBC to really find a new crowd of people, kind of like what they did with the Hawaii Five-0 reboot. I don't know how well the Magnum PI reboot went, but I think they need to go for a crowd who doesn't know who Rockford is. And I think one of these 3 or 5 people that I've picked could do that pretty easily.
Yeah, I think so too. The Hawaii 5-0 one's a great example because that actually hit really well with people. Yeah. I found it a little formulaic and not great. So I kind of don't want them to just make another procedural and then skin it like it's Rockford Files.
Yeah,
you got to really go for what Rockford Files was. You had these things like how much do you pay or what do you charge? $200 a day plus expenses and travel or whatever. Like those kind of moments, they're very organic in the original. They feel good. He's doing real work as a detective, but so there's some gnarly shit can go down or whatever. But at the end of the day, there's just like this really affable thing going on. I don't know. I think it's a challenge. But as one mega fan from to the other, Stephen, let's just hope. All right, that's all we can do. We have the old stuff. Yeah. All we can do is hope.
Yeah, and if it doesn't get out of pilot, it's not like we're going to see the pilot anyway, unless it's leaked online somewhere, just like the Wonder Woman pilot with Pilecki. The only reason we've seen it is because it leaked. So if it doesn't get out of pilot season, which is kind of the bigger news about this, is that pilot season had kind of dried up during the last strike. And by the way, we're getting up to contract negotiations again with people. So be on the lookout for that.
Oh, geez. Okay.
But this is kind of the first time that we're seeing a studio really ask for multiple pilots of shows, and they listed off at Variety like 5 different shows that NBC has asked for pilots of. So if more studios can get behind it, we may have a whole pilot season, which will bring back production for people in Los Angeles. It will bring back jobs for actors and bring back all the support crew that needs to be around this. So pilot season could be a very good thing if it continues on, but everyone focused on the Rockford part and not the, hey, everybody, pilot season is back.
Yeah, that's the trick. Focus on the Rockford part. That's how they get you.
Yeah, they do.
Well, that's great. There is one other little bit of not minor news, kind of major news, but we don't have, I don't have a huge take on it, but Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down as president of Lucasfilm. Right. And you're getting Filoni in there, right? Is that the deal?
It's actually it's like president and co-president.
Co-managers, yeah.
Yeah, instead of calling, and it's really weird, you got to be really careful how we go about this, because some people will get really bent out of shape if Filoni is the president. And then I don't know how to say her name. It's like Llewellyn Bertoloni, I think is her name. She is the co-president. You can't call Filoni also a co-president.
Well,
he's president.
He's president. She's co-president. Okay.
Yeah. So Filoni is going to be in charge of the creative side. So he will have the vision of where Lucasfilm should go for any of their projects, including Star Wars, which is where he started. Decades ago with Clone Wars. He actually started with Avatar: The Last Airbender. And then moving up the ranks. The other person who, again, sorry, I can't remember her name, she's going to be kind of like the business side of the company. So she'll give some final go-aheads and kind of where the money is coming from, kind of like what we see right now over at DC Studios with those two guys running stuff over there.
Sure.
And so I think that will be a good thing.
Linwin Brennan, by the way.
Yeah, Brennan is her name. Yeah, Linwin, I think. Yeah,
Linwin. Yep.
The thing that is, I think that people who have their hate engines going all the time, and that's how they make their money. Yeah. They're the ones that are ecstatic over this news that Kennedy is. She's not leaving Lucasfilm. She's actually going to produce. She's got 2 more projects that she's going to produce for Lucasfilm, and may even continue to produce more for Lucasfilm. But people are already starting up their hate engines on Filoni. Apparently, he said some comments about Andor that he didn't really care for it that much. I don't know if that's really confirmed or not.
That's one of the best Star Wars things that's come out in years, and that's his. Wow. Okay.
But for people, Kathleen Kennedy produced your favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I was young. I was maybe 12, 13. The first time I read an article about Amblin Entertainment, and I was like, oh, this is Steven Spielberg's company. And then I'm like, who's this Gary Marshall and Kathleen Kennedy? Who are these people?
Yeah.
And I started reading about them. And even at a young age, I knew Kathleen Kennedy is the one who's making Jurassic Park and Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark and all these films that we love. She's the one making them happen. So for people that are like, she's ruined everything Lucasfilm. No, she made everything Lucasfilm because she's the producer, and the producer is the ones that is in charge of scheduling, finding money, making sure that everything's running on schedule, doing promotions. So producer is a bigger role than a director, and a lot of people don't realize that. So Kathleen Kennedy needs to be given a lot of respect for all of the years that she has been in Hollywood and doing the things that she has done. And I think that letting her retire on her own terms is the best way to do it, as opposed to get out of here.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think that you're right, though. There's an economy around hating on this stuff by default.
Yes,
of course.
And I'll just ignore all that shit. So stupid.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, she's done really good work. I think you could also look at this pragmatically and go, well, maybe it's time for her to.
I mean, she
do other
is.
Stuff.
Not to point out ages, but she is 72. I hope that I can retire at age 72 and that I'm not coming in. Hello, Scott. Hello, Brian. How you doing? We're back here today. It's cold in Hayes, Kansas. Don't forget to drink your Mucilex, everybody. Stay Mucilexed.
Yeah. Yeah, is that when it's a verb now?
Yes, we're gonna make it a verb now. So
is that a Metamucil competitor? Mucilex?
Yes. Mucilex. By the time that we hit 72, it'll be a verb.
That's fantastic. Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's possible to really like her career and also say, yeah, maybe it's time just to, I don't know, move on to less stuff. There's nothing wrong with that if she wants to do it too, in particular.
Yeah.
Which sounds like this is her doing, not a lot of pressure or whatever. But again, if you listen to hater internet, they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear to freaking get the clicks.
Of course.
So
this is something that's been in the works for a couple of years now. 2 years ago, there was talk that she was going to step down, but it was just like, nope, we're talking about secession when I'm ready to step down. And so that's all in place. Will Filoni do a great job? I like a lot of Filoni's work, but I think the one person that everyone in Hollywood is just sleeping on and not giving him his comeuppance is now I forgot his name.
Jason Alexander.
No, he is Happy
Hogan. Gilmore. Oh, Happy Hogan. John Favreau.
John Favreau.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah. I mean, you won't have Marvel Studios without John Favreau.
For sure.
You won't have the love of Mandalorian and everything that's going on with that without Favreau. And I think that people just don't really consider him. Now, maybe they haven't behind the scenes said, hey, Favreau, would you like to come do this stuff?
Maybe he's like, no.
Yeah, he may be like that way. Yeah, he may be happy doing whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
But he's one that I also think that people need to.
Yeah, you wouldn't have
more
Elf.
respect for.
You wouldn't have Zathura.
Yeah, you wouldn't have aliens versus cowboys, cowboys versus aliens.
Yeah, you wouldn't have that weird.
You guys film sack that one, by the way.
We did, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't hate it as much as I was led to believe I would hate it. It was all right. It's not the comic is it's one of those ideas that it was better suited for a comic. Nobody was going to make a good version.
Yeah, well, there's a big story behind that. That's for another time.
All right, for another time. I like it. If you guys are looking for a great time, head on over to majorspoilers.substack.com. Are you moving your URL there eventually? Or do you?
Yeah. This our contract ends at the end of the month, and so as soon as I get everything off the old server and we have it archived, then I'll just do the redirect. All of our podcasts have already been redirected, so I'm just waiting for the end of the month so I can just flip that final switch.
Yeah, get over there and sub up for free, or better yet, a paid sub would be awesome. And
yeah. We're trying to get 250 total subscribers this week. We're about less than 100 away. So, listeners, if you want to get some insight on the Rockford Files, or today I was talking about how some publishers have really swung for the fences and they're not being timid and sitting back and just doing the same old. You'll want to get that newsletter 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Majorspoilers.substack.com.
Nice. Look at that first article up there. Comics Portal. X-Men event fatigue. Boy, howdy.
Yeah. Jeez, yeah.
Readers
one ends, another one begins.
Yeah.
Yep.
But don't forget all the podcasts, all the other stuff. Go check it out today. Stephen, anything else you'd like to say before you go?
I know it is cold, but everyone still needs to stay hydrated.
The tradition continues. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Stay Mucilexed.
Stay with your Mucilex. Thank you, Stephen. Let's get to an email before we get out of here today.
Yeah.
This is from...
Stephen came up today.
Yeah, it did. For some reason, I know why, because I do this now.
This is about the jugs of pee.
This is a text, came from Gondry and Bigtree, Gondry at Bigtree. I don't know if that's a thing, a place, a company. I don't know what that is.
Who knows?
Yeah. Gondry's throwing me off. Anyway, hi, Scott. Oh, no, sorry, that's not how it reads. It says, Scott complains about the inversion a lot. Yeah, I did talk about that earlier.
Yeah.
Is he saying that right? I think it's called invasion. Maybe he can explain it. No.
That's
it's
a whole
inversion.
different thing. Yeah.
It's inversion. There's nothing invading us. Maybe he thought I meant the pollution getting trapped as an invasion, but it is called an inversion.
It's high pressure, low pressure front pushing one down kind of thing.
Yeah, and because we're in the Salt Lake Valley is essentially a bowl of the edges of this bowl are mountains. Mm-hmm. Used to be a giant prehistoric lake called Lake Bonneville way back. So that's why there's so many weird fossils here. It's from that lake bed.
Weird ones.
And if I look out over on the East Mountains, I can actually see where that water line was. It's crazy. It's really cool. But anyway, as a result, because of that, and because we live in a society, we're pumping out car crap and industry and everything else. Yeah. So you end up with this thing that happens where it traps it. And it usually doesn't last very long, but sometimes it's like a week or something. and they have different air quality levels where they encourage old people with emphysema or whatever not to go outside or things like that. But then it's usually brief, usually connected to the winter only, and then come spring, it's beautiful for the rest of the year, unless there's fires, and then we have kind of an artificial version of that.
Yeah, the smoke gets kind of trapped there.
Yeah, but that's what it is. It is not an invasion. No one has invaded.
Nope, but
Salt
do
Lake
watch
City.
the Apple TV series Invasion because it's very good.
I'm glad you keep reminding me because I keep forgetting to just stick it on my list. I plan to watch it and just haven't done it yet. I need to see that.
And I will say the newest season that just came out of English Teacher, I can't remember the last time, maybe Community was the last time I laughed this hard at a TV show.
That show is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, and the newest season writing is just top freaking notch.
Why do you think? I don't feel like that show gets enough. Well, whatever.
No,
we live in
I know,
a time
FX.
of so much stuff.
Yeah.
No one talks about anything anymore. It's just like
but
blah, too much.
If you're not watching it, watch it. It's on Hulu because of FX. You can get your stuff there.
Yeah, we love that show.
It is the funniest damn thing.
That's it for messages. You'd like to keep those coming to us, you can easily go to our website and find a way that best fits your desired form of communication. Find it at frogpants.com/TMS. That's going to do it for us. Normal week this week for the foreseeable anyway. We should have a show every day, and that includes a episode Friday, and it also includes, actually it's everything.
Wendy's going to be, we don't know.
She'll either be physically here or she'll call in from my sister's, but she'll definitely be in town.
Okay, cool.
I just don't know what that morning holds, but she gets in Wednesday night, I think. And then the weekend's kind of hell, but other than that, it should be smooth sailing here for TMS anyway. So we'll let you guys know if any of that changes. Let's get out of here with some music. You got a little something on the
I do.
thing?
This is so I've heard the term before, slowcore, like as a musical genre.
Mm-hmm.
They just put the word core after everything, and it's a kind of music.
It helps with me marketing Core, the video game.
It does, yeah, absolutely, especially when they do it in all caps. Well, the band Death Crash from London has a brand new slowcore album. They're from London. The brand new album comes out the end of February. It's called Somersaults. And when I saw the name Death Crash, I'm like, oh gosh, what am I in for? And I started listening to it and I said, this is an awesome jam. This thing's really good. It's slowcore. It's more like Bon Iver and Mazzy Star, those kinds of things.
Is that what they mean when they say slowcore?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you like albums like or bands like Jesus and Mary Chain or Water from Your Eyes, or Lauren Otter, then you'd probably like this.
Right.
It's really good. The first single is the title track. It's called Somersaults. Here is Death Crash.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Are you full now?
Yes.